I'm going to show you how to make some snowflakes and some hearts and stars, and we're going to be putting them on some wires. So for this we need to use flour paste. So I'm just kneading this flour paste to get it nice and pliable and get the gums working in it. And then you just need a little tiny shaking of ice and sugar on your work surface. And then with a non-stick rolling pin, we're going to roll this paste out nice and thin. So really thin like that. So push it away from you. Keep turning it around and push it away from you is the way to get it nice and thin like that if you hold one side. Keep twisting it round. You want it about the thickness of a penny really. You don't want it much thicker than that. If you have them too thick, when you put them on the wires are just going to bend right over. It needs to be able to support the weight of the snowflakes. There, that looks nice and thin. You see that? That's really quite thin. And then you take your snowflake cutter and you push it into the flour paste like that. Now if you pull the paste away from the sides of it, like that, put it on a little drop of ice and sugar there, push it down so that it puts the pattern on the snowflake, and then you can just pop the snowflake out and there you've got a snowflake. And I'm just going to put that onto a little foam pad so that starts to dry. And we'll do a few more. So you press it down really firmly, pull the paste away, press the pattern down, and then pop the snowflake out. Let's do another one so you can see how quick and easy that is. Push it down, pull the paste away from the cutter, like that, press it down to get the pattern, and then pop it out of your cutter like that. Let's just do another one. So push it right down so that you get all the pattern to come out, emboss the top of it, and out it comes. So we leave those ones to dry. You just want them to dry off a little bit, not completely, because we've got to push a wire into those. Now I'm just going to ball this up and put this away, and the hearts I'm going to do out of a silver flour paste. So again, a little bit of ice and sugar on your work surface. Let's get rid of that one and bring in a little heart cutter. And you're just going to knead this silver flour paste until it becomes a bit more pliable. There, like that. It is a bit stiff to get this going, the silver one, but it is quite good, and it is actually metallic, as you can see. So it does give quite a good effect. So again, you're just rolling that out to get that nice and thin. So push down on it and roll backwards and forwards so that it gets thinner and thinner. You see it actually curls up a bit, this one. If you hold it with your other hand and push it away from you like that, keep turning it around so it doesn't stick to the surface. There, and you've got that nice and thin, so about the thickness of a penny again. And then we're just going to cut that out. So just with a heart cutter, and you can just push that out with your finger, or you can use the end of a brush to push it out, put it on a piece of foam to start to dry, or a little palette knife, you can just push it out like that. There we are, push that out. If you've not seen this silver flour paste yet, you can find that on our website. They also do a gold, which we're going to use next, which I'm going to do some stars with. So there we are, that'll do for the hearts. Do a few hearts, and now we're just going to get the gold and make a few stars. So again, this is quite you have to get this quite pliable, it's quite firm to start with. So just give that a nice little knead to get it soft and pliable. And then onto your ice and sugar, push it out a little bit flatter so you've got less rolling to do. And then with your non-stick rolling pin, you just roll backwards and forwards again. And you see that's really nice and metallic. So it's quite good. And what we're going to do is we're going to put these onto wires, and I'm just going to add a little bit of gold glitter to some of them so that you can see how to attach the glitter to your snowflakes and hearts and stars. Yeah, that's about thin enough. And now with the star cutter, we'll just cut a few of these out. Push that out. Make sure that you flatten them down because they do tend to curl up as you push them out. There we are. I tend to do loads of these in one go so that you've got some to use at a later date. You might as well, while you've got your paste rolled out and your wires cut and your glue ready, just to do a load of them. You can just do them all white and then you can just colour them up different colours as you need them. Yeah, that'll do for now, and then what I'm going to do is show you how to attach wires to those now. So these are the ones that we've just cut out, and then you're going to need some wires. These are silver and gold ones I'm using here. So I'm just going to cut these in half with some wire cutters, and then you're going to need some glue. So we've got edible glue. And then with the silver wire, I'm just going to dip that in the glue, and then if you hold the snowflake between your fingers, you can just insert the wire and you can feel the wire going into the snowflake. See, and you just gently push it in like that. So it's gone into the centre here, and that's enough to just hold that on the wire. So I'll just show you that again. Dip that in, push it into the snowflake like that. And when that sets and dries, that will be stuck onto that wire. There, so if you hold it between your thumb and forefinger, you can actually feel the wire going in to it. You don't want to push it so it comes out the other end. It needs to be hidden inside the snowflake. There, like that. So that's the snowflakes done. And then the same for the stars. Dip the wire into the glue, and then if you go up through the centre there and then up to the point of the star, so I'm using the gold wire for that one, and then we'll do another one. So if you go in between the star points there and then you follow it up, you can go right up to the top of the other point, so the wire's right in to the top of that point. But again, don't push it out the top. It needs to sit in the middle of the wire. Show you again. So hold in between your finger, push it through, and you can feel that coming right through the end. And then I'm just going to use another silver wire for the hearts. So I'll just chop another one. I didn't quite do enough of those. And the hearts are much the same. So you pick that up between your thumb and forefinger, and you just push the wire into the bottom, and you can feel it going through, and you stop it just before it comes out the top of the heart there. There we are. And that's embedded into the heart. And there's the next one, so push it up through the bottom, right the way up to the top. And again, don't let it come out the top, but you can actually feel where it is when you're holding it like that. And you carry on and put all of those on wires, and then I'll show you how to put the glitter on. Now I'm going to show you how to decorate these up. So all we need now is a little bit of paper. So this is just a little piece of greaseproof paper. And on that I'm going to put these little snowflakes on the wires. And then you need some edible glue and a little brush. You don't need too much on here, and you just dab the glue onto the snowflakes like this. You don't want great big blobs of it on there. You've got enough on this brush to do all of these, like that. There, and then to cover them in glitter, I'm using the hologram glitter here because these aren't going to get eaten because they're just going to sit in the top of the cake, and they're on wires anyway, which the wires are not edible. But this is the best colour because it looks really pretty and shiny. So this is hologram white glitter, and you tip that onto the top of your snowflake. So just like using glitter when you were a kid, tip it all over the top like that. And then you lift up the snowflakes and you just shake off the excess. And there you've got a lovely glittery snowflake. And then we'll just put those down there to dry. So we'll just do all of these. Just tap it off like that. And that will dry nicely. Tap that off. And the last one. You can do that on the other side as well if you like, but you only really see one side of them, so I'm just going to put it on one side of the snowflake. Then if you tip the paper up, you can just tip that back into your glitter pot, so you're not wasting any. And then I'm going to do the hearts as well, but I'm going to put silver glitter on these ones because they're silver, and then we're just going to make them a little bit shiny. So here I've got some silver hologram glitter, and again, with some glue, edible glue, you just paint it onto the heart like that. And again, you tip the silver hologram over the top of the heart. And you see how sparkly that is? It's lovely, it gives a really lovely effect. You have to make sure that you shake off all the excess, otherwise it all drops all over the cake that you're going to put it on, and then it makes it look messy. There. See how lovely and sparkly that is? Oops, spinning around. There we are. It's really lovely and sparkly. That's two, and then this one. And then again, you just collect that up like that, and you can tip that back into your pot. So you're not wasting any glitter at all. And then we're going to just do the same with the gold. I'll just get rid of that one because there's a couple of lots of glitter on that now. Now we're going to do the gold stars. So I'm going to put hologram gold glitter on these. Again, this is really sparkly glitter. So you just put a tiny little dab of glue over it. Make sure you cover all the points up on it because you want them all to come out and show up like that. And then tip the glitter over the top like that. Little pile on each one. And then just shake off the excess. Give them a little tap. Yeah, you can see that's really shiny as well, really sparkly. And there's the last one. Yeah. So that is how you do snowflakes, hearts and stars on wires. In fact, anything that you want to put on a wire, you just use the same sort of technique. So you dip the wire in glue and put it into your flower paste shape.